Hi guys, welcome back.
Hello.
So today we are going over our drawings for our 500 followers special where we draw your guys' OCs. This was posted on Instagram and all these OCs are from Instagram.
Yeah, basically we posted a reel saying thanks for 500 followers, and if you commented, you would get entered for us to draw your characters. I'm sorry that people on YouTube couldn't see that, but I made a community post, but I don't think anyone saw it, so sorry about that.
Yeah, now you get to see it.
But trust, get us to 500 subscribers and we'll do another one.
But YouTube OCs only.
Yeah.
Okay, so first off is
Crystal.
And he belongs to
Oreo Bear.
Yes, and
Yep.
he is a flower shop.
Wait, that is not Oreo Bear. I am so sorry. It's Lua. Oh my god. I'm failing. Lua Artez.
Okay, and he's a cool flower shop guy.
He's a vampire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Time to start the time lapse.
Yes.
Okay. So for all of these, we swapped when we were sketching and coloring. So I am sketching right now.
This is L.
Yeah, I'm L. And then it was a struggle. This is actually my second attempt at sketching because the first one didn't work out so well, and I wanted to give him an open mouth smile, then I decided it was not the way. And I'm really sad because I accidentally paused the time lapse, so it cuts out a lot of stuff I was doing. I went over my entire sketch and it all got cut out because as you can see, his arm and his hands were real
non-existent.
Messy. So yeah, here I am just cleaning up the sketch.
Yeah.
And the thing in the top left is what the person sent me as a reference. And his hair was fun to draw because it's a little wavier than what I usually draw.
Yeah.
The hands were a struggle though.
You did good though.
Yeah, and then here's where everything cut out. Now it's K doing the coloring.
Now I'm coloring. Yeah, so I basically just do what I do in my other drawings, which is I get the flat color, and then for shadows I get a slightly cooler, darker color, and then for highlights, which I normally always do last, I get a warmer, lighter color of the flat. And then here I'm adding the highlights, and I'm oh my god, cheekbones. He has cheekbones, yes. I'm actually kind of impressed with myself because normally I redo the skin and I didn't redo his skin.
Yeah, good job, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, I'm just coloring the face.
Fun
Go ahead.
fact, I drew the complete wrong type of flower for his flower crown because they were supposed to be orchids, and my brain somehow turned that into hibiscus, and I had to redraw it, and I was real sad. Anyways, keep going.
Yeah. I was I can't do luscious lips like Elle does when I was coloring, so I did my best. But yeah, they're just a more reddish version of the skin tone. And then I basically, I have the same process for every color, just darker, lighter. And then I add thinner hair pieces in the darkest color that I have to make more detail for the hair.
Wow, look at you go.
I know, I'm going. And in this one, I don't think I used a multiply layer. I actually just used a darker color. But normally, before I start drawing, which I'm pretty sure I did in the other one that I colored, I'll get a multiply layer and just block in all the shadows because it helps give me a clearer view of where I want the lighting to be. So if you have harsher lighting or something, I think that's a cool thing to try and do before you're drawing.
Layer?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I did that in mine.
Yeah.
But I do it way more often than Kay does.
And then here I'm back at the hair because I forgot that.
Yeah, this guy has purple streaks in his hair, but we kept forgetting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Metal. Shine.
Metal. I still don't know how to color metal.
I think it looked pretty nice in this one. And the sky.
Bright
sky
blue.
and clouds.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
And then I was it needs texture, so I added lines everywhere.
Yeah, I think it's a cool touch, man. And here you are doing the flowers.
Yes. And then I also since the flowers are yellow, I kind of just added random bits of yellow on his clothing because I thought it would be a cool touch to add color.
Because it reflects or something.
Yeah.
And even if it doesn't work that way, it still looks cool.
Yeah, and then I'll use a lightish blue color and just kind of put that in the darkest parts of shadows.
Watching you do the flowers is really satisfying.
Yeah, I got a darker color and then I put it in the middle and Gaussian blurred it so that it slowly faded to the outside.
It's pretty.
Yeah, and then I got different shades of yellow and added more, and then defined the flowers.
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah.
I swear, guys, I helped with the flowers. I didn't just
No,
make Kay
she
do
did.
it.
I just used her flats.
Yeah,
for
I
it,
had
and then,
I had
yeah.
flower blobs. I swear, it wasn't all of you.
No,
I
it,
helped.
no, you
even
helped
though
a lot,
even though it all
immensely.
got cut out.
Yeah, no, they were beautiful. The entire base flower blobs before they're being colored, that was all Elle.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Okay, so that was Crystal. And
Yes.
now we'll move to our next OC. Hey, hello guys. And then now this OC is Fiamet by Addendum Beekeeper.
Yes. Okay, so for this one, I was sketching. This is Kay.
Yeah.
And so here, sometimes when I'm doing like a harder pose, so like for this one, I wanted like a slightly dynamic-ish pose. I'll get the reference and I'll kind of trace guidelines for myself to copy. So here you can see me doing that. You can also see some random more references. The two on the corners are from the artist that I used as references, and then the middle one is just, I was like, maybe if I don't like this first pose, then I can do that, but then I didn't.
Yes, because she loved her first pose.
Yes, I loved my first pose.
And Kay loved Fiamet's fish beanie.
Yeah, like so much. Their beanie is so cute. I want it.
Yeah, and then Addendum Beekeeper was like, I'm crocheting their beanie.
Yeah, and I was like, oh my goodness. Okay, and then here I'm adding their hair. I did my best because I don't draw like wavy hair that often, so I did my best to make it wavy and not just slightly not straight. So
Rip
yeah.
that eye.
Yeah, rip that eye. It was looking a little goofy, but yeah, I did it. Oh, and then I think I sent it to Elle, and I was like, help. The face, something looks not right.
Yeah, I don't remember what I said.
Yeah. I'll hand it off to Elle after I do flats. Yeah.
You added like a really light cheekbone shadow. And
Yeah.
I'm sorry to say that when you gave it to me, I got rid of it.
It's okay. It was literally purely because I was like, heh
Haha.
heh.
Fish beanie.
Fish beanie. The
It's
tiny
so cute.
teeth.
I want that in real life.
I know, right? It would be so cute.
Yeah, the little teeth really add to it.
Yeah. You guys should check out the cool animation that this references from.
Yeah, I'll put
Yeah.
everyone's usernames on the screen at some point in this video.
Yeah. And then now I'm just cleaning it up because I can't leave it messy. My heart will not, my brain, my conscience won't let me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My conscience lets me until I see Kay's clean stuff and I'm like, oh, oopsie. And then I kind of clean it up. That's satisfying.
Yes. I like how you guys will see in the other drawings, but each drawing has like a different like time of day and vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They all had different lighting
Mm-hmm.
and color palettes too.
Yeah.
But the ones I colored were a little darker.
Yeah, mine were
Bright,
very
bright.
sunshine.
Yeah. Okay, I think it's me now. So first I changed the background to be darker because I imagined it to be at night. And it also just made her colors stand out more. And I added some blush to her cheeks.
Their colors.
Oh, I'm sorry, their colors. And then lips. Somehow I did it, even though...
She did do it.
Yeah,
like,
even
for a
though
while.
Fiamet was facing to the side, I was able to give them super juicy lips with the
Yes.
lip shine. I realized people don't actually have lip shines, so I guess all my characters are wearing lip gloss.
Yeah.
And then I do the exact same thing as Kay, where I just take whatever color and just make it slightly darker and more saturated and just put it in the shadow area. So I did the same thing on their jacket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I think both of us do this, but we'll add blush that's just like a pinker version.
Yeah, because blush is pink. That's crazy.
Yes, that's wild.
Yeah. What am I doing? The beanie, the
Yeah.
adorable beanie. I
Adorable
I
beanie.
did pretty simple shading on this one because it just looks nice.
It does.
And then I used this dot brush to put stars in the background because the reference had city lights and I was going to do that, but I was like, why do that when it's super complicated when I could just put stars?
In like 2 seconds.
And here's a beautiful multiply layer. I was gonna make it harsh shadow, and I was like, that looks strange.
I can feel your struggle. On the
Yeah,
face.
I'm like, and this is with a multiply layer over everything, and then doing a layer mask. And I was like, okay, they have a cheekbone, but I don't know how to make it work with the light. So I ended up just erasing it with an airbrush instead of a hard brush for the lighting. And I kept getting worried that I was making it too dark, but I don't think I did.
No, yeah.
So I sent it to
looks
Kay
nice.
in paranoia, like, is this too dark? And Kay said, it's fine. So
Yeah.
I was like, okay, it's fine. Yep. And there's Fiamet by
Yes.
Addendum Beekeeper again. Fiamet's so cool.
Very cool.
Okay, next OC.
Okay, so this OC is Lance by Earth_2_Alyssa_. And this guy is a cool angel. And then at the time of drawing this, they had updated the version of their OC to not have this jacket, but we had already, or well,
I was sketching this one, and I already drew the jacket, and I asked the person who has this OC if it was okay for me to keep the jacket, and they said sure.
Yeah.
But I gave a very, like, their updated shirt was a crop top, but you can only see it very slightly through the jacket, but I still think the jacket's cool.
Yeah.
So anyways,
yeah.
let's get started. Yeah, so I'm sketching, and the top left is the old design of their character, which I was using as a reference. And I don't know, the thing that strikes me is he just looks real happy. Makes me like really happy, and I wanted my drawing to look really happy too. And I was happy their hairstyle is like a haircut I usually give my characters. And the turtleneck drew me in. I was like, that's so cool. And their little circlet thingy.
Oh yeah.
I thought it looked cool. I
Turtlenecks.
forgot what they like the person said. Like if they were a prince or I don't know why I'm saying they. If
I thought they were like a
if
desert.
he was I don't even remember. He was something
Something in the desert, because
Or
that's why his
lived-
wing color changes to
brown.
Yeah.
Yeah, and to be more unique. So here's my extra rough sketch. Oh, and then guess who accidentally
Deleted the time lapse again.
Yeah, me. I deleted my whole time lapse,
Yup.
and I was so sad. Okay, guys, I went over the entire thing, which takes way longer than sketching, and I
Yup.
filled in the flats, and I deleted the whole time lapse.
Yep.
Anyways, it's K coloring.
Yeah.
Now.
So here's my multiply layer over everything.
Yes, but a warm one.
Yes, a warm one, because it was way too blue at first. And then I think I just like made some of the lines thinner from L's line art, and then I started coloring. So I did the blush. I struggled a little bit, and then I did more blush. And then I added like what is it? Like highlights from the light from behind.
Yeah.
And
'cause
then
he's being backlit, because that's
cool. I'm so glad I did backlit, not like the side, because I don't think I would have been able to pull it off.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah, and then
Wow, bright, shining, shimmering.
I think I
eyes.
like slightly changed the eye color later though, because it was like a little too bright for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then don't mind that super ugly arm, wrist thing shading at the bottom.
It looks burnt.
Yeah, don't worry. I mildly forgot about it. And then I'm doing the majestic hair.
Dude, I'm like really jealous of the way you can separate hair strands. It looks so cool.
Thank you. And then for hair, I'm sure you can see it like earlier, but I always get like when I remember, I get the skin color, and then I kind of put it like in the bang area and like let it blend out, because
Yes.
your bangs get thinner over
And then
your
you
face.
can see your skin through it, so
Yes.
it gets skin color. It just looks cool. Oh
Yeah.
my god, the circlet.
The circlet. Don't mind the gold things. That was a mistake because we're
Yeah.
blind.
Yeah, those get deleted.
Yeah. And then here I am with the jacket, and symmetry. I needed the symmetry, so I moved the pocket up higher. I'm sorry, Elle. But
It's okay.
Yeah.
That definitely makes more sense than what I originally sketched.
Yeah, it's okay. And then, yeah, I'm just adding the shadows, and then, okay, so I get like a darker shadow, and then I get a much darker shadow afterwards for like super dark areas.
Yeah,
you might be right there.
You might be asking, why don't we just make it dark enough the first time? The answer is because we're scared.
Yeah, but I also think it makes it like blend better, because if
Yeah.
it's just suddenly dark, it won't look as nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
It's just layering colors.
yeah, and then so it's kind of hard to see, but I added like an orangish color to where the light on his shoulders transitioned to the shadow. because I don't know, light does that.
Yeah, I forgot what it's called, but it's cool.
Yeah, and then I was like, it's too brown, so I added random color blobs because I thought it was pretty.
Oh my god, feather time.
Feather time. Okay, so for each thing here, that each difference in color is a new layer. Yeah, so there's a new layer for each of these, and then I should have gotten a reference because it would have made it easier, but I didn't. So basically, I separated them and then kind of traced over like individual feather blobs on top of L's flats, and then I would get a darker color from the like layer of feathers below each like tier, and then use it to blend like where the feather connects to the wing to the outside, so it's like darker. And then I just added random like highlight-ish colors to make them more defined as I kept going.
It looks really cool.
Yeah.
The last time we drew feathers, it was much worse.
Yeah. And then I added like a blue shadows everywhere because I just like how it looks in drawings.
Yeah, it looks cool.
Yeah. And then
whoa.
There was a dot somewhere and I need to okay. So I noticed this thing in art where people get like the background color, and then for things that are farther in the background, like the wings, they like kind of blend it out so that there's like a transition color. So yeah, I got blue from the background and blended it out.
Yeah, you got this rainbow thingy that looks really cool.
And like it matched with the random color things too on his jacket.
This one's super pretty, man. Good job.
Thank you. I spent too long on it because of the wings, and then I was like, I need to get help. And
but it looks so cool, so it was worth it.
Yeah.
All right, on to the next OC.
Yes. Okay, so here's our last OC. This is by Ario_bear, and her name is Carlo. And so, this is Kay. Just in case you guys couldn't tell. I chose this one because I was just like, oh my gosh, boss girl, she looks cool.
Yeah, what a cool dynamic pose.
Yeah, so I was like, I want a cool dynamic pose, and that's what happened. Okay, so what you'll notice is whenever I have references, I always have multiple in case the first one fails. But this time, it also didn't fail, so I was having a good time with these two drawings that I did. And so here I am doing a super rough sketch of the character. Yeah.
And then cleaning up the super rough sketch.
Yeah. And then yeah, I'm just line arting it now. But like messily.
I was about to say, whoa, you didn't copy paste the eyes, but you
No,
did.
I did. I tried not to, and then I was like, nah, there's no way. I gotta do the flip test.
the nose shadow disappeared. Lips.
Okay, I'm actually kind of proud of myself because like she's front facing, and I never ever draw people front facing because
It's
can't
too
do
hard.
It. Yeah, Elle does it like compared to me real often, and I'm always just like, oh my god, how did you do that? And she's like, I just did it.
But my struggles is that I can never draw people facing to the right for some reason, so I'm working on it. Arm.
And then I was like, it's too thick.
Clothes.
Wee. I brained these clothes.
Good job.
I'm
I could
so
never.
cool.
Kay has more experience drawing clothes than me.
Yeah. Elle has more experience drawing hands though. Notice how both my poses there's no to little hand.
Yeah, the OC with the flowers, those two hands those were a struggle.
Yeah, pain. I don't know how you did it.
And the hand behind the flowers didn't exist in my reference, and I had to come up with it myself.
Yeah, it looks good though.
Yeah.
I honestly don't know what I'm doing. Oh, I'm just making lines thinner because I have a problem and I can't stop.
Yeah, and then at some point you're gonna crop it.
Oh yeah, because I was like, there's definitely too much blank space, and I was like, you're so right.
Yeah, satisfying. Wow. Bright blue.
Because like whenever you do white flats, there's always random like missing
Yeah, because you can't see because it blends in with the background.
Yeah, and then the person shading is like, no,
You failed. So, yeah. Coloring line art, I think.
Yeah.
And now it's my turn. Once again, the very first thing I do is blush on the cheeks, because always blush, because we have blood there. And then defining the arm. Yeah. exact same thing. Base color, move down and to the right in my little color square thing.
Yeah.
And here is my first attempt at a multiply layer over everything because I was like, yeah, light's coming from the left, yeah. And I was like, this looks really weird. Like something's not right. So I deleted it. And now I'm doing the close folds, and I'm pretty proud of myself this time. It looks a lot more defined than it usually does when I do close. And something in my brain was clicking when I saw Kay's sketch. I was like, I understand where the folds are.
Yay!
I understand. So they're there now, but I like Kay. I go back and I add darker shadows later. And
I like the blue.
yeah,
red
and then
light.
most of the strongest light source is coming from the left in my head, but there's like a blue light coming from the right as well. Yeah, I think I'm doing highlights or something. I'm doing her pants.
Yeah.
I like her pant color, something about it. Okay,
yeah.
this was attempt at multiply layer number 2, and it worked out better for me this time.
Yippee.
Yippee! And it's fun because the multiply layer can also just be used for normal shading, like depending on the way I erase it. So that's how I made very defined folds that hopefully are right on her sleeve.
Yeah, they look really nice.
Yeah, and for some reason, I didn't understand how to color her hair. Like,
No, me too. I didn't really know. Okay, it's mostly just because in the reference, the hair is very stylized.
yeah.
So it's kind of hard to translate that kind of hairstyle into real life, which is like our style is like more realistic.
Yeah.
So
I
yeah.
couldn't really, like, in my brain, it wasn't clicking where the hair strands were, so it ended up turning, like, really simple, but whatever.
Yeah.
So I added a blue rim light on the right because it was pretty, but I need to make it cleaner. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I was coloring the line art on the left to be lighter because there's light. Yeah. Here I am painfully erasing that because it was not clipped to her silhouette, so I
Oh,
was
no,
struggling
why?
because I didn't know how to do it.
Oh, did I not make the entire like?
No.
Okay, when I do flats, most of the
But
time
the line
I
art,
like.
the line art isn't on there.
Oh.
So,
Okay.
because I had to cover the line art,
Yeah.
and
To finish the thought though, most of the time when I do flats, I like block in the entire person and then I do the separate color layers.
yeah, and I was like, maybe I'll put a shadow behind her, and I was like, it looks weird, so I
Yeah.
just made the bottom right corner darker and top left lighter, and I was like, yeah,
Very
nice,
cool.
very cool. I'm almost done, and I added a random like hair highlight.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't know what shape to make it. I was struggling. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm almost done now.
She looks real cool though.
Yeah.
I was when you sent it to me, I was like, wow. Oh my
Funnily
God.
enough, even though this is the last one in our video, it's the first one we finished.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But yes.
Yeah, so there's our the 4 OCs we drew. We were actually supposed to do 2 originally, but we decided to go above and beyond and
Yeah.
do 4.
Got real carried away. It was just so exciting to see all the different OCs.
Yeah, there were a lot of submissions and it was really hard to choose.
Yeah.
Yeah. So stay tuned in case we ever decide to do it again.
Yup.
It'll probably be posted in shorts on YouTube. Yeah.
Yep. Thanks for watching.
Yep, see you next time.
Bye.